Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you something that I discovered when I used the Furibee F36 for my FPV indoor practice. And as most of you know, I'm just a beginner in the flying FPV. So I've been learning FPV using flight FPV simulators like FPV Freerider and Velocidrone. I find that the simulators help me to learn how to line up and how to control the sticks. So the simulators basically teach me how to use my sticks to fly FPV drones. But if you really learn FPV, you need to fly FPV real life. So that's where all the complications come in. So I decided that if I want to learn FPV, I need to also practice it indoor first before I take it outside. So this is what I've been using, the Furibee F36. And I've been using this small controller that comes with the Furibee F36, and I'm using my Fatshark Predator version 2 as the FPV goggles. But anyway, what I discovered is that basically, as everyone knows, FPV is flying with something, with a view that you look through as a first person. So you're basically flying using a TV screen or a screen, a monitor where you can see the video images in front of you, and you try to fly using that point of view. So in normal situation where you fly line of sight, imagine the screen in front of you now is the your view, and when you fly line of sight, you actually put in this quadcopter in your view, and you learn to fly within your view, how to turn, orientation, yaw, pitch, and stuff like that. So whereas in the FPV flying, you are basically looking at a monitor. So let me try to explain this. So on the first diagram, this is what I was referring to when you fly line of sight. So you basically have your quad flying in front of you within your line of sight. In the normal perspective, you can place your quad wherever that you want in the field of frame itself. Whereas in FPV flying, your field of view is actually the screen in front of you. So what you are doing is basically you are flying, trying to get used to the images in front of you in the screen itself. So you need to make sure where you are in relative to your surrounding by using just the screen. So you'll be moving around the quad within the screen, and you need to learn how to yaw, pitch, roll, and and all the stuff using the screen itself. So, and the other complication that comes in is you need to look at the screen, and also the screen is distorted. So when you do FPV, your view of your surrounding is also distorted because of the fish eyes effect. The fish eye effect is basically distorted image, something like this. For example, if you look at this diagram, and then you are looking at this diagram, and say your quad is somewhere here, but the distorted image will tell you that your quad is actually here. So your brain will tell you that in normal circumstances you are still here, but in fact you are here. So you need to understand that when you look at the screen, it's distorted. So you need to train your brain and just tell your brain that you are actually here while the image is here. So you just need to get used to that by flying it more often. And also, if you understand what this diagram is telling you, then you are subconsciously, or you can also consciously tell your brain that, you know, you're not here, but the image shows that you're here, but you're actually here. So you can adjust accordingly. So the problem with flying FPV is that you need to know where your position at relative to your surrounding. So you need to know where your leveling position is. And also at the same time you have this problem of distorted image. So the distorted image one is you can easily overcome by, every time when you fly, you tell yourself that you're not that far away, you're actually closer to the object. So in times, through practice, you'll be able to get used to that. In terms of leveling and your position relative to your surrounding, that you can also overcome by looking at your quad when your line of sight, hovering, and learning where your throttle stick is at when it's at hovering position. So that when you have your goggle on, you can basically move your stick to where the hover position is of your quad. Then you can see within the FPV screen itself where your hovering position is. Then by doing that, you will understand where you're at according to the surrounding. Because as you know, if you view any of your surrounding, the images will try to pull you back and tells you that you're actually further away from your surrounding, which in fact you're not. And also you need to understand that if you hover, you're actually closer to the ground than the image actually is telling you. So in order to overcome that, you need to fly your quad line of sight and look at the hover position and also where your throttle stick position is, so that when you look at the screen, then you can adjust accordingly. So by doing these two, and telling your brain consciously at first, and then practicing so that it becomes subconscious, then subconscious basically means you are doing it automatically, and your throttle sticks thumb will then remember where the hover position is. They will be able to fly much easier FPV. So this is how you can get used to flying FPV, because otherwise it will just be too hard and you don't know where your position is, how you're going to judge that. So the best way to do that is to hover line of sight and teach your left thumb, if you are flying mode 2, where your hovering position is, then you should be fine. So once you know this concept, then and then when you practice, then you understand that the flying using FPV, what it is about, and it will make flying FPV much easier. So hope you guys like what I'm sharing with you today. So please like and subscribe to my channels for more videos, and please like my videos if you enjoy it. So until next time, cheers.